Hi guys and welcome to Football Canapes. I am Himanshu Dhingra and London is the place to be tonight if you are a football fan, a Premier League football fan indeed, because there are four football matches in London taking place to four matches taking place tonight in London, and we'll be keeping an eye out on all four of them, however much we can. And yeah, so we will see how it turns out for all the big teams in the English capital. But yeah, so let's see how it goes. Manchester United are at West Ham Stadium. They take on West Ham United. Julian Lopetegui and Eric Ten Hag are, I guess, both of them are under pressure, and we'll see come the end of the match, who's under more pressure and who's delivered his team 4 points, 3 points, or a memorable or a crucial win. We'll see. It could be a big day for West Ham if they can. It could possibly get their season started with a win over Manchester United, who come into this with the even more pressure than perhaps their owners, perhaps their manager Julian Lopetegui, formerly of Real Madrid, Sevilla, and as well as Spain. So we will be talking about everything, that is the match, the managers, the the whatnots, the European action midweek. Chelsea won as well. Manchester United drew. Tottenham won. I mean, Tottenham will talk about them as much as possible. But for now, it does appear that Tottenham are, I mean, doing reasonably well. But we'll see how it goes for Tottenham Hotspur in their London derby against Crystal Palace, who are under tremendous amount of pressure. Their manager as well, with uh, Olivier Glasner, yet to notch up a win, yet to notch up a win in this Premier League season. So I mean, would be crucial. That match is not live where I am, so we'll keep an eye out on that. And yeah, so we will get to Tottenham as well. And later tonight, we have Arsenal hosting Liverpool. Arsenal, who perhaps are affected by injury. Bukayo Saka, I'm not sure if he will play or not. Other players as well, Ricardo Calafiori and Julian Timber could be available based on what I've read, but might not be available. So let's see how it goes for that game. But that game is for later tonight. Or right now, it's all about the game between Manchester United versus West Ham United, or should I say West Ham versus Manchester United. And we will be talking about the team news as well. The team news as well. I need to change this. I don't know what was going through my head when I made this. But you should be able to see that now. You should be able to see that now. And yeah, so much better now. Manchester United versus West Ham is the game we will be keeping an eye out on. Chelsea versus Newcastle, another big game. If you don't know, I am a Newcastle United fan. But Manchester United versus West Ham or West Ham versus Manchester United has a lot riding on it. And yeah, as much as possible I'll be keeping my eye out on both the games, on both the games on in all three games in London. And the team news for all the games is in. Tottenham versus Palace is not my major concern tonight, and is not my major concern tonight. And yeah, so it's not my major concern to. So we'll be talking about Chelsea, Newcastle, and Manchester United versus West Ham. West Ham. So let's see how it goes for the two big sides, traditional big sides, or two teams who have been part of the Champions League qualifying teams in the Premier League. So without any further ado, here is the team news from the Manchester United versus Manchester United versus West Ham. I need to check the I need to check the sound as well, because sometimes it can be a bit iffy. So I need to keep checking this on. Yeah, so it's working fine for now. And here's the team news for the game between Manchester United between Manchester United um, and and Manchester United and West Ham United. Lucas Fabianski in goal. Areola, I'm not a big fan of either. And yeah, so Van Bissaka, formerly of Manchester United, he's at right back. Mavropanos, formerly of Arsenal. So I mean, he's done well in Germany a few years for Stuttgart, but we'll see how he does for West Ham. And Kilman, the defender that West Ham signed from the guy West Ham signed from the guy West Ham signed from Wolves. I mean, he starts a Wolf. What's the name? West Ham have had a terrible start to the season, and hopefully, come the end of the season, they can be involved as much as possible. But I mean, based on what they have been doing, it doesn't look all that likely. Doesn't look all that likely. So let's see let's see how it goes. Emerson Emerson Palmieri, formerly of Chelsea, he's starting at left back. Aaron Cresswell, not really the flavor of the month at West Ham, or I mean, has been a bit of a second choice. Has been a bit of a second choice, if you ask me, at West Ham. And uh, and yeah, so Emerson is at left back. Then moving on, we have got Julian Alvarez, Edson Alvarez, formerly of Ajax. He starts in midfield. Guido Rodriguez is starting as well. Carlos Soler, Lucas Paqueta, Jared Bowen, and Mikel Antonio. Mohamed Kudus, of course. Hi Meran, hopefully you're doing well. Do leave a like on the video, and thanks for joining in. And yeah, so Mohamed Kudus, who was sent off in the last game against Tottenham in the London derby. He was sent off. Coming to Manchester United, here is their lineup. Manchester United's lineup in uh, you can see as well Bruno Fernandes, who was I guess was sent off against uh, Spurs, but his red card was later rescinded on appeal, and he's I had some work to take care of, and I was just too tired after a long day. So yeah, I wasn't prepared either. So we'll see. I mean, I just didn't have anything ready. So as far as Manchester United are concerned, is their lineup and Onana in goal. He made some tremendous saves against Fenerbahce in uh, in um, in uh, in Turkey. Mazraoui, I mean, I'm hoping he starts at right back or left back or wherever he can. Bruno is in, so no need for starting Mazraoui at in midfield. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, Madrawi at right back, Delict and Martinez as center half. Bruno Fernandes, the captain. He starts in midfield alongside Ericsson and Casemiro. I mean, no Kobe Menu. He's out injured, and no Mason Mount in either. He's out injured as well. So that's not a good position to be in for Manchester United. So yeah, I mean, and up front we've got appearing the three attacking players are Rashford, Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund, the big Danish striker that Manchester United have, and yeah, this YouTube is doing my head in right now, and as far as the bench is concerned, there has been a lot of talk about Amad Diallo, and from what I have heard or seen on from what I have heard and seen on the internet, I don't imagine that Ahmad is on the bench. I am guessing for West Ham United, or for Manchester United rather, and yeah. So Bender, the young left back that Manchester United have. Evans, Lindelof, Fletcher, Ugarte, Ahmad, Wheatley, and Xerxes on the bench for Manchester United. So that's the Manchester United team tonight, and another match that is going on tonight is the game at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Newcastle. As a Newcastle fan, the biggest blows has been delivered, and of course no Anthony Gordon. Let's see the team news for that game, I mean, and yeah. So just let me just check the sound for that first. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure you can see the two teams that are lining up at Stamford Bridge, and Robert Sanchez in goal for Chelsea. Reece James, who's been back recently, he starts in He starts in the right back position. Fofana is back. Colville and Fofana at centre half. Malo Gusto at left back. He's perhaps a player that Newcastle United can target. Romeo Lavia, Moises Caicedo, Noni Madueke, I keep calling him Cole Palmer, but Carlton Palmer, but it's Cole Palmer. Uh, Pedro Neto and Nicholas Jackson, the striker. So that's the lineup for Chelsea. I mean, pretty strong lineup. They've made I don't know how many changes, at least 7 or 8 changes from their game against Panathinaikos in midweek, and yeah, I mean at Stamford Bridge. I mean, Newcastle haven't beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for last 12 years. Since that since that brace by Pape Cisse to absolutely. I mean, I that in my opinion, those two goals were one of the best in terms of a pair, and the second goal is like in 35, 36 years of Premier League, or however many 32, 33 years of Premier League, that has been the best goal ever scored in the Premier League. That is how good I think that goal was by Pape Cisse. So yeah, that's how highly I rate those two goals by Pepe Cisse. Goal of the Premier League, all-time Premier League goal, if you ask me. And as far as Newcastle United are concerned, Pope in goal, Fabian Schär as centre half, Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno in midfield. Shar, Tino Livramento, Lewis Hall, and Dan Burn in the centre back position, and yeah, Almiron, Isak and Harvey Barnes up top for a Newcastle game. I'll be watching Manchester United versus West Ham, and also the Chelsea versus Newcastle Tottenham game. I don't think is live in India. So Tottenham game is I don't think is live in India. So I won't be I won't be watching that one. Won't be watching that one. I mean, it's not possible to watch. It's not possible to watch. It's not possible to watch that one. So yeah, that is where, yeah, Liverpool won later. Liverpool won. We will be working on that later. Looking forward to, it will be a tight game. Let's see how it goes. That Liverpool versus Arsenal game. Let's see if Bukayo Saka starts or is on the bench, but we'll see how it goes how it goes for how it goes for those two teams. Manchester City won yesterday against bottom of the table Southampton, and yeah, good for them, and yeah, I mean, really disappointed that Anthony Gordon, who signed his new contract just this week, and he's now not available for the club. I mean, it's a groin issue from what I've read, and it's desperately disappointing as a Newcastle fan. I mean, yes, Pope is the first choice. Yes, Pope is the first choice goalkeeper for Newcastle United, and yeah, let's see. He hopefully he doesn't get overworked in this game, because I mean without with I mean Chelsea look dangerous as they are last week against Liverpool. They were unlucky to lose, and they were unlucky to lose and yeah, I mean we could be in for a mauling and but yeah, uh, I mean hate to see Miguel Almiron starting. I mean not don't like a I mean at one point he was one of my favorite players, but I mean not anymore and yeah, yeah. So So yeah, let's come back to the Manchester United game and talk about that and talk about that. I mean, Eric Ten Hag got a in isolation. You could see it was a decent result for it was a decent result for Manchester United. But when you look at that, it's so yeah. I mean, in isolation, it was a good result for it. In isolation, it was a good result for Manchester United with the 1-1 draw in Turkey against Jose Mourinho's Turkey. Oh, sorry, in against Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. But Manchester United have not won in Europe for a full year, an entire year. They were against Galatasaray, Copenhagen, against FC Twente and Porto, and against these teams, if Manchester United are not winning, then what the F are they doing? Erik Ten Hag, is he under pressure? Probably is. I mean, reports were there last. There were reports last week, I guess, that Simone Inzaghi has agreed to become a new manager of for Manchester United from next season. Manchester United have also held talks. These are just reports. I must stress that they have held talks with Xavi. Thomas Frank is an option for them, and who else? Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim could possibly be going to Manchester City. I mean, Hugo Viana has taken over as new sporting director at the Etihad Stadium. So, I mean, there's a real chance that Ruben Amorim replaces Pep whenever he decides to leave Manchester City. So I mean, coming back to Eric Ten Hag, I mean, one of the things that really grinds me is like the excuses that he makes. I mean, the team played well, this, that, and the other. I mean, I give him credit that he did choose a few, you know, quirky, let's say, formations and quirky play. I mean, Nuzair Mazraoui starting in midfield was a different was a was an experiment which I guess kind of worked, but Manchester United need to make sure that they get the results on board as well, because I mean fans could quickly quickly start to get on the manager's back if the results don't improve. Last week Manchester United did beat Brentford, although it was a bit of a stretch in the end. And yeah, so I mean, are you as a Manchester United, are you convinced with your team's playing style? I'm not saying it has to be like you know, the vintage Manchester United with Giggs on one flank, Beckham, Andy Cole, Dwight York, these kind of players. But I mean, surely it has to be better. I mean, do I mean West Ham have been in terrible form, and I expect them to get a decent sort of a result today. I mean, I don't expect it to be a walkover. Last time round, when Manchester United were up against West Ham, they did beat them at they did beat them at the London Stadium. They did beat them at the London Stadium, and yeah, yeah, I'd be, if I were a Manchester United fan, I'd certainly be asking questions. I mean, am I getting value for my money, ticket, or whatever, where however you want to put it? Because because I mean, the football is dire, is absolutely dire in there. It's absolutely dire, the football that is. And yeah, Julian Lopetegui is under pressure, and a result against a team like Manchester United could really help his cause as well, and his cause as well. His cause as well. But I mean, sticking to Manchester United, Ahmad Diallo's, Anthony came on midweek, in place of Garnacho. Garnacho, was it, or Rashford? Before Ahmad, there could be a contractual issue as well. There could be a contractual issue as well, and I mean, and once again, Ahmad is not starting. He's on the bench. Let's see if he gets any minutes. If he gets any minutes. Let me just adjust this screen bit, because it is playing with my, you know and there we go. So yeah, that's one thing. Players. I mean, I would say that most of the players do look like they are fighting for Ten Hag. I mean, they don't want to see him go. They don't want to see him go. And just before I forget, today the clocks have gone back in Europe. So every match will now start an hour later. Will now start an hour later, and yeah, that's how it will be. So let's see, Manchester United future managers. They've held talks. There was a report that they have held talks with Xavi. They've held talks with Ruben Amorim. They've held talks with Simone Inzaghi. Thomas Frank is someone that they might want to talk to. So these are some of the people who who could possibly become Manchester United managers in the future. So yeah, there are people who who could become Manchester United manager in the future. But for now, it's Eric Ten Hag who's in charge, and who'll be who will be making sure that that the team that he puts out is the one who delivers result for the Red Devils, and I'm pretty sure that West Ham will give a good account of themselves, will give a good account of themselves, and yeah, we'll see a competitive match. We'll see a competitive match between the two Uniteds, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Coming back to the team news once again. Coming back to the team news once again. Here is here is the team news from the Manchester United game, and 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 yeah, let's just talk more about this this team that Eric Ten Hag has put out today. I mean, it's a very inexperienced bench, so you don't want people to be, getting injured or something like that. In terms of central midfield, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno. I mean, there's this. I mean, I don't know much about Fletcher, Wheatley, and others. I mean, Fletcher and Wheatley certainly, but Ugarte is the only backup. Is the only backup when it comes to central midfield. I mean, I, I don't know about I don't know about Fletcher or Amas. I know is a young left back, very talented. Lindelof is a defender. Ahmad is a winger. Wheatley, I don't know what has happened to Toby Collier. So these are young Manchester United players who have been given the opportunities in the absence of Kobe Menu and Mason Mount. So yeah, I mean, if they are required, then if they are required, then I mean the youngsters, that is, then I guess there could be issue. Although I do think that Ten Hag could change formations, and readjust, maybe play a 4-4-2 or something like that. He could put Mazraoui in midfield, as well as Lindelof in at right back or center half. Johnny Evans, not sure what has happened with him, but he was man of the match against Aston Villa, but now seems to be totally. I mean, he's on the bench. I guess. I mean, I guess Ten Hag's thinking is inclined towards that ways, and yeah, about 20 minutes to go for all the matches to begin. And I mean, uh, another story about Manchester United, which doesn't necessarily add any positivity to what is going on at the club, is last night, or yesterday it broke that Manchester United had asked if they could they could get a couple of seats for Kobe Menu and Alejandro Garnacho to Manchester City's flight at for the Ballon d'Or. And I mean, they were politely declined. They were politely declined, and Manchester United. I mean, I mean, for a club of the size of Manchester United, asking their bitter rivals or neighbours or Premier League rivals, I mean, for I don't know the full details. So, but I mean, doesn't show the club in good light, to be honest. And I might be coming across as a bit of a Manchester United hater. I can assure you that I'm not. I'm just like reacting to the whole thing. I mean, why would you even want to do that? It's it's uh, it's uh, it's I mean, it's doesn't reflect doesn't reflect well on the club, and it doesn't reflect well on the club. And yeah, I mean, a lot of meme worthy stuff has been put out on the uh, on the uh, on the social media sites after this news was broken by Mike Keegan of the Daily Mail. And yeah, so I mean, not good from a Manchester United point from a Manchester United point of view. And yeah, so yeah, we'll see. As far as this match is concerned, I do expect a tight game. I don't expect goals to be flowing like 3 4 goals in the game. I expect a tight 1-0 sort of a game between the two teams, and yeah, as they say, defense is on top. Like the game that Manchester United had against 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 Aston Villa, ended nil nil, which ended nil nil, and I mean, before the international break and all the international break, apart from that PSR ATP ruling, APT ruling, we talked about Eric Ten Hag, this, that, and the other. In fact, I have to admit, I had a thumbnail ready that Eric Ten Hag has been sacked, but of course he's still there. I mean, injuries are a big issue at injuries are a big issue at Manchester United. But yeah, but every club has to deal with it, and and every club has to deal with it, and Manchester United are no different. Even Newcastle United last year, we didn't have players to to even make substitutions. That's how bad the situation was for us in the last game. The PSG game at in Paris was I mean, every player was knackered, and unfortunately it didn't go our way. And yeah, so it didn't go our way. Manchester United came off a decent result in isolation. I'm talking about in midweek against 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 Fenerbahce. I mean, performance-wise, I say, I mean, to me at least, I was listening to some other channels. They said that the performance wasn't good, but for me, the performance was not bad. To be honest, was not bad. They had a few good chances, but in the end, both teams settled for a 1-1 draw. I mean, Manchester United are in 21st spot. They play Bodo Glimt They play Bodo Glimt, and they have got Rangers up next. I mean, in their next few games, we'll see how it goes. But Manchester United being in 21st position doesn't augur well for the manager, and doesn't augur well for the manager, and and yeah, we'll keep an eye out on how things turn out for Eric Ten Hag. 13 minutes to go before it all kicks off in three big matches. And I mean, like, I was thinking earlier today when I was like preparing for this that I mean, it's strange that there are four matches today, and all four of them are in London. In East London, West Ham taking on Manchester United. In South West London, it's Chelsea taking on Newcastle United, and then in South London, it's Crystal Palace versus Tottenham, and then in North London, it's Arsenal versus Liverpool. I mean, the police will be very well equipped, or very well, they will be very well kept on their toes with all the requirements that come with the Premier League match, the stewarding, etc., the catering, etc. I mean, everyone will be really well will be uh, will be I mean will be well what happened there will be I mean, on their toes with everything, and yeah, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, London is the place to be tonight, if you are a if you are a football if you are a football lover. I mean, you can just go from East London to North London in double quick time, and then catch. I mean, you could watch West Ham take on Manchester United, I mean, if you can somehow avoid the traffic, you can reach North London and see Arsenal taking on Arsenal taking on Arsenal taking on Liverpool, which is of course we'll talk about that when we get there. But for now, the focus remains on Manchester United versus the focus remains on Manchester United versus West Ham United from the from the from the London Stadium, and a bit about West Ham as well. Mohamed Kudus, perhaps their best player, most influential player, is suspended for 3 games. Is suspended for 3 games after his moment of madness last week against Spurs. He was he was dreadful, to be honest. I mean, he did score a goal, but he was poor in his reaction when he kind of slapped Mickey Vanderman on the face, and upon VAR review, he was rightly sent off, in my opinion. He was rightly sent off, in my opinion, and I guess Carlos Soler comes in his place into the team. Carlos Soler comes into the team, and and he'll be he'll be uh, he'll be looking to impress. He's, I think, on loan from PSG. I mean, I'm not sure whether he's on loan or he's been brought in full time, but a player with good pedigree at Valencia did well and yeah, did well and and we'll hope that he can deliver promising results for West Ham. I mean, I wanted him at Newcastle a few years ago, but I mean, then it was Mike Ashley's Newcastle, and it didn't work. It didn't work. But yeah, nowadays it's a different Newcastle, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Carlos Guido Rodriguez, not really impressed with him either. I mean, no wonder West Ham are struggling with these players and yeah, yeah. We have to be honest with our assessment of these players, and if not, then we are only fooling ourselves. We are only fooling ourselves. So yeah, we are only fooling ourselves. Just give me a minute. I need to make a small change. Anyways, coming back to the main window, and yeah, so two other matches as well. I mean, Newcastle, we've been hampered by hampered by hampered by injuries and hampered by injuries and and yeah, I mean, hard to see us getting a result. Anthony Gordon missing, perhaps our best player. I mean, if you if you if you if you if you if you consider everything, and if you consider everything, then uh, then yeah, and yeah, I mean, missing against Chelsea, who have been well rested. I mean, Newcastle have been well rested as well, but I mean, how it goes will. I mean, I mean, I don't. I'm not joking when I say that. I am dreading this game. Hopefully, I mean, against all the odds, we can pull off a positive result in the game today. But hard to see. Cole Palmer would be looking. I mean, he didn't play midweek. He's not even in the Europa Conference League squad. He'll be looking to, you know, right the wrongs of last week, and yeah, so it's it's a bit you know it's a bit scary. Let's be honest. The games are about 4 minutes away. I mean, it is exciting that the games are about to kick off, but as a Newcastle fan, maybe maybe not, but maybe not. Maybe this game has come at the wrong time, especially on the back of a result that we got last week against Brighton, where we should have won 3 or 4 nil, but didn't, and yeah, I mean, uh, what to expect tonight from the Chelsea Newcastle game? I mean, let's see. I mean, not getting carried away, or I mean, have to be realistic. I mean, a draw would be a fantastic result. We are currently in 12th. We're currently in 12th. A draw would be a fantastic result for us. If a win is something that I can't see, honestly. Perhaps I can't see, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I mean, after last week, can't really complain that much. Can't really complain that much, but yeah, yeah. For whom? I hope Newcastle win, and I hope. I mean, we don't get any more injuries as far as Manchester United are concerned. If they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. I'm not really. Yeah, hopefully Newcastle can win, but if they don't, they don't. I mean, to be honest, in the last 2 or 3 months, my love for Newcastle or football generally has hit a bit of a buffer. Hit has hit a bit of buffers really. Anyways, let's move on to the game. I mean, especially after the games that I mean teams are out in the on the playing surface. Manchester United probably going with the 4-2-3-1, and the Tottenham game I don't think is live in India, and I mean the Tottenham game isn't being shown, which is disappointing. I mean, like for me particularly, because I would have loved to have seen all 3 games being shown. Eddie Howe, I mean, he's under some pressure, I guess. He's under some pressure, I guess, and yeah. So the Premier League logo, I'm not sure what has happened to that in the Newcastle game, but Chris Kavanagh is the referee. No, it's not Chris Kavanagh. I mean, the game is about to kick off, so it's West Ham who'll get us started, but they are taking a new knee first, and yeah. So here we go. The match has begun. Manchester United away at West Ham, and lots on the line. I mean, still no Nicholas Fulkrug for West Ham. I mean, their big summer signing from Borussia Dortmund played in the Champions League final. Mikel Antonio still playing, and oh, bad touch there. But and West Ham pressing, and Manchester United get the throw in. Get the throw in. Emerson pressing from the front. Not sure why the Chelsea and those games aren't updating, but I'll change the I'll change the I'll change the link, so maybe it will work. Maybe it will work then. Maybe it will work then. And in the meanwhile, West Ham having the majority of the possession and majority of the possession and it's now it's gotten worse. So I'd probably need to change that and probably need to change that. Probably need to change that, and the Spurs game as well. I'll change that in. But here's Michael Antonio up against. Oh, I mean, using his body well there. Oh, it trickles to Onana, but no danger, no danger there for no danger there for Manchester United. Here's a chance. Oh, oh, off the bar from Garnacho. Off the par, and I mean Areola was sorry, Fabianski was beaten. Here goes Garnacho again. Okay, let's just change these things slightly. Manchester United have had the best chance of the game so far, and Bruno Fernandes is down. Oh, Chelsea have taken the lead, I think. Absolutely horrific from Newcastle point of view. Let's see what happened there. Oh, might well be offside though. It's being checked, but oh, it's offside. Thankfully, thankfully, the goal doesn't count. The goal doesn't count. It's offside, and it's offside, and the goal doesn't count. So thankfully, still nil-nil. Cole Palmer. I mean, Cole Palmer had scored, and his goal doesn't count for now. As a Newcastle fan, I'm really happy that that the goal has been ruled out and yeah. So I mean, otherwise it was the squeaky bum time, to be honest. And I mean, hopefully, I mean, but I'm not sure what has happened. Why not reflecting? And Pope there. Let me see what happened. It was offside. Pope cleared it, but it was offside. Pope cleared it, and it would have been a brilliant goal. It would have been a brilliant goal, and I mean, big responsibilities on some of the players in the Newcastle shirt, and and yeah, I mean, two former Chelsea players playing for. Oh, again, Fabian Schär taking life into his own hand. I don't get what Fabian Schär is playing at. Like he takes so many chances when he gets on my nerves. He's dominating now. Well, another chance for Garnacho. This time he puts it wide. Eric Ten Hag would be thinking that his team could easily have been 2-0 up. And West Ham, I thought they might do better, but same old from the Hammers. Julian Lopetegui by I mean this way he isn't going to last very long at this way he isn't going to last very long at West Ham. Lucas Paqueta, his best player, perhaps one of his better players. He's under the scanner, and he's under the scanner. There is news that he could well be banned for a lifetime. Hope that doesn't happen, but it's not in my hand. And if he gets any punishment, then I mean everyone deserves a second chance. Casemiro and Paqueta, two Brazilian internationals in midfield. Casemiro's international career is now behind him. With with he wasn't chosen for Copa America. He wasn't chosen for Copa America, and yeah, Mikel Antonio, Manchester United passing the ball. Again, Garnacho down the left wing. Now it seems that I mean Garnacho is the guy for left wing, and Rashford usually he's playing in a number 10 sort of a role. He was inside his Dallo on the right wing, is it? And Mazraoui at left wing. And, I mean, strange. I expected something totally. I mean, opposite of what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing, but it is what it is. And Wesley Fofana has been yellow carded, is off the field now, and he's been injured for a while, and I mean, hopefully Isak can you know for Chelsea or for Newcastle can show us what we've been missing. Joelinton, Tonali plays it out to Livramento. Kieran Trippier is out for Newcastle. Here goes. Oh, corner. Colville says there was perhaps a push. I mean, I guess a corner has been given, and a corner to Newcastle United. Corner to Newcastle. Here comes the corner. A decent sort of a corner, but I mean, and goes over top of everyone else. Livramento plays it back again. I mean, I thought it was a good corner. I thought it was a decent corner, and Fofana, I mean, he's still limping. Let's see if he can continue or not. But going back to that Manchester United game, still nil-nil there as well. And it's Rashford. Dallo on the. I mean, it looks like Dallo is playing on the right hand side. Look like Dallo is on the right hand side. And there's Rashford. I mean, good start by Manchester United by all accounts. By all accounts, and Joe Rodriguez having to work extra hard. Ball is out of play. I can't I can't watch the game, but it looks as if I mean it doesn't look as if uh, it is still nil-nil between Palace and still nil-nil between Palace and still nil-nil between Palace and Spurs. I mean, I expect all games to be tight. All games to be tight. His oh yeah, Van Bissaka with the cross cut out by Martinez, who's captain of Manchester United during midweek against Fenerbahce. Manchester United, their next two opponents are Leicester City, one in the cup, one in the league. So one in the cup, one in the league, and I mean I expect Manchester United to be uh, to be decent and win both games. Although with Manchester United, you never know, you never know how or how well they are going to perform. But I mean, West Ham can't be as bad as that's a terrible pass. I'm no commentator, but you can call it a commentator's curse for by me. I mean, absolutely appalling pass. And Isak there, not sure what happened. Oh, that's a foul. I mean, let's see if a penalty is given or Colville they're fouling. Maybe there is a red card check as well. I mean, I guess let's see what happens. I mean, even the foul is not given. I mean, that is absolutely crap refereeing from Simon Hooper. That is absolutely terrible. I mean, Simon Hooper, bloody awful from you there. As Isak. Oh, well done. Well done there by Reece James. But I am sorry, but what is Simon Hooper trying to do there? Oh, ball, very poor ball. Has Isak. Oh, miscontrols again. I mean, Isak, his control is has been so poor recently. I mean, it's absolutely dreadful the control that he gets or doesn't get. There's a corner for West Ham. Mikel Antonio, Lucas Paqueta, Kilman, Rodriguez, all of them in the box to be taken by Bowen, I think, or Palmieri. Or Palmieri. Oh, missed. Yes, I mean, Manchester United had a chance to but that opportunity is gone. Here's Van Bissaka, another cross. Oh, straight to Onana. I mean, I like days like these games, three big games, all happening, uh, all happening at the same time, and yeah. Oh, Chelsea have taken the lead. Not sure what happened there, but Pedro Neto finds Nicholas Jackson and 1-0. Cole Palmer with a through ball. Tino Livramento caught out, and Fabian Schär absolutely woeful from Nicholas Jackson scores. Absolute terrible defending and absolute terrible refereeing as well from Simon Hooper. I mean, Fabian Schär, if he had made contact, was going to get red carded. And I mean, absolutely terrible from. I mean, Newcastle Trail and yeah, and Miguel Almiron. I mean, I don't expect anything out of him. A terrible player. I'm sorry, but I am really angry with the Simon Hooper and his terrible refereeing, idiotic referee. I mean, why are we diving all over the place? Dan Burn there. I mean, Chelsea could rip us apart 3 or 4 nil in this game. Still 0-0 between West Ham and Manchester United is Mikel Antonio. It's so frustrating that as a team could well be offside there. Bowen corner to Manchester West Ham once again. Here comes the corner collected by Onana. Man, I'm really angry at Simon Hooper and his idiocy. I mean, Premier League, supposedly, I mean, in someone's eyes, best league in the world. I mean, here's Rashford, but the referees are terrible. I mean, Simon Hooper, what is even the point? Still nil-nil between West Ham and Manchester United, and of course Palace and Spurs. Palace and Spurs as well. Not sure how that game is going, but Chelsea leading against Newcastle. I mean, not saying that Chelsea don't deserve the goal or whatever, but Colville perhaps should have been sent off. I mean, absolutely disgusting. I mean, if you don't want to send him out, don't send him out, but at least give the damn foul. I mean, how can you yellow card to Lucas Paqueta? I mean, every time he gets booked, I'm like, dude, be careful. Every 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 game he gets booked. I'm like, it's oh, I mean, Malo Gusto there. I mean, Fabian Scher. I mean, I got this remote in my hand. I want to throw it in the at the television side because I mean, I mean, because the referee has been terrible. Whew, man. Martinez goes back to Onana. Onana, who made two spectacular stops, two Spectacular stops from Neziri in. By the way, Real Madrid got hammered yesterday in the El Clasico. Bowen chips it. Casemiro should cover, does cover. Is Bowen again. Foul not given. Advantage played. Now a corner. Bruno complaining. Unbelievable. Soler to take the corner. The Spaniard. Header! Over the bar from Paqueta. Over the bar from Paqueta. Was comfortably over the bar. But, short of a free header. Short of a free header. So disappointing as a Newcastle fan. Simon Hooper has no problem giving that foul. David Coote is the referee in the game between Manchester United and Luis Hall and Tino Livramento, formerly of Chelsea. Uh, I mean, Tino Livramento, I didn't think played any games for Almiron. I mean, zero expectations out of him. Yes, Tino Livramento, or Tonali rather. This cross is blocked by Cole Palmer. Jack's header. Man, Bayern Munich played today as well up against. They were they were hammered 4-1 by Barcelona. Inter Milan versus Juventus, and has Van Bissaka in midfield, central midfield no less. Chance for Manchester. Oh, over the bar with goal, open goal, and missed by Diego Dallo. Holy moly, what a miss. I mean, one of those chances when the XG was close to point 0.8, point 0.9, or maybe even 1. I mean, onside, I think. And both, little by little, both. I mean, mainly Manchester United versus West Ham. Oak Palace have taken the lead against Spurs. I mean, let's see who's John Philippe Mateta has scored. John Philippe Mateta and Newcastle have equalized. Yes, yes. Come on. Let's see. Let's see if the goal has indeed been. Oh, there's an offside check though. He's. I'm not sure there's a offside check, but it's showing 1-1. Let's see. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but how it goes. But looks offside to me. Looks offside to me. Alexander Isak could well be onside as well. I mean, could well be given. Could well be given, but we'll come back to that. But Diego Dallo, what a chance he has missed for Manchester United. I mean, open goal, open. I mean, you'd be thinking a 10-year-old could score that goal. A 10-year-old could score that goal, and yeah. So yeah, 10-year-old could score that goal. But here we are. Felipe Mateta has scored. John Philippe Mateta, assisted by Eze, and yeah, 1-1. It is. Yes, the goal stands. 1-1. Come on. Yes. I mean, richly deserved that goal. I mean, Simon Hooper couldn't do anything about it. And 1-1, it is. The goal counts. Alexander Isak scores his second goal. I mean, Lewis Hall with the assist. I mean, but Chelsea do look strong, to be honest. Has Colossal Mavropanos. Has Garnacho. Can he square it? Oh, there's no one in the box. Madrawi, Casemiro, Ericsson. But Bruno. Not sure what has happened to Google. Why is it not updating? Was probably a foul. And a free. Oh, foul has been given. So free kick time for Bruno, perhaps. Once again, Tottenham have failed to keep a clean sheet. Mikey Moore is starting still, no Heung-min Son, not even on the bench. I mean, it could be a big win for he goes no into the wall, still nil. Enzo Maresca, I mean, can't be happy with the Newcastle scoring an equalizer. It's Noni Madueke. Chelsea now dominating the possession. Almiron fouling someone and getting booked. Not sure why this Chelsea game is not showing up properly on Google. It is surely 1-1. Even after 38 minutes, it's showing nil-nil. It's 1-1. Obviously, I'm watching the game. I've seen the two goals. Oh, nearly fell into the hands or somewhere near a Manchester United player to score. Yes, don't blame me. It's a Google thing. It's not sure why it's not working. But here's Garnacho. Can you find good sliding block there, good sliding block there, and Manchester United have a corner. Corner to Manchester United. I mean, BBC is even showing nil-nil between off the post, off the post from that corner. And Manchester United could be hit on the counter. Oh, again, ball lost. Here's Bowen. Oh, that's a foul. Offside. Antonio's offside. And oh, that could be no foul given. I thought that might have been a foul on Jared Bowen. Offside. Offside. Although, although there might be a VAR check. There might be a VAR check, but we'll see how it goes. It was offside. Okay. I mean, let's see Ericsson's corner swung in of Rodriguez and off the bar. I mean, it's twice now that Manchester United have been denied by the woodwork, and Chelsea continue to dominate. Has Pedro Neto on the right hand side. Oh, don't allow him to come in. Oh, deflected corner. Pope makes a save. It's a Google thing. I think it's still showing nil-nil. I mean, not sure what has happened. Two players are down. Hopefully, not a head injury. Hopefully, not a head injury. Let's see who it is for Manchester United. Mazraoui. When he gets the ball and then not sure what happened after that. Sandro Martinez it is who's down. I mean, how on earth do you allow so many bad referees in the Premier League? It's unbelievable for me. I mean, Robert Sanchez clears it, although Lewis Hall wins it. Wasn't Lewis Hall, it was Dan Burn. So far, so good from Newcastle's point of view. Tino Livramento, foul given against Pedro Neto. I mean, Chelsea need to be careful. I mean, that's a foul, yeah. Almost. Highland was almost in there. I'm assuming Tottenham are still trailing, although Google can't be. I'm not trusting Google. I mean, BBC is showing nil-nil as well, but it's 1-1. Free kick to Manchester United. Lucas Paqueta needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. He's on a yellow card. And I'm not sure what if Madrawi can play in the second half or not. He seems to be carrying a bit of a knock. Here comes Ericsson's free kick. Oh, almost. What a save. What a save there by Fabianski. Could be a penalty. Offside. Offside. No penalty. Offside. I mean, I genuinely thought it might have been a penalty. Thankfully, Google has recovered and it's now showing correct score between Newcastle and I mean Casemiro with a beautiful header, and Dallo. 3 minutes added in the game between West Ham and Manchester United. Casemiro, who was at fault for the two goals that Liverpool scored, before the September international break, and before the September international break, and I mean, oh, good skill, oh, good skill, oh, nearly. I mean, throw into West Ham. Bruno Fernandes once again complaining. Garnacho complaining as well. And back flicks galore. 57% possession for Manchester United. And now it's Palace nil, Tottenham nil. Not sure what has happened with Google today. The internet. I don't know if it is my bad internet or whatever, but I can assure you that it's 1-0 to Palace. Oh, it's nil-nil. Even BBC is showing nil-nil. What is happening with the? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's 1-0. 7 minutes have been added in the game. I mean, 7 minutes. That's a lot of time being added on. That's a lot of me getting nervous. I can assure you it's Tottenham nil, Palace 1 from what I have seen. Half time, half time at half time at the West Ham Stadium, and at West Ham Stadium, and we will talk about what has happened. I mean, Manchester United would be absolutely devastated not to be ahead, not to be ahead in their game. They've hit the or they have been denied by the bar twice. Once by I mean, once from Dallo, and once from I mean, Simon Hooper is given a foul now, but I mean, I mean, this thuggery from Chelsea needs to stop. No, free kick to no free kick. And drop ball played out wide. As Madweke Jolinton comes back, and, headed away, but I mean, offside. I mean, it's. I mean, I might be biased, but this has been an absolute shambolic display of refereeing by Simon Hooper. I mean, absolutely shambolic. I mean, last minute of the 7 minutes added on. We will talk about the Manchester United game as well, which is uh, which is uh, which is I guess now. Oh, good control by Jolinton. Oh, that has to be a foul, no? Oh, that I mean, how are Chelsea getting away with this murderous sort of football? I mean, Gusto and then Caicedo. And from what I know, Palace are leading Tottenham, and there's a free kick for Newcastle United. We are into the 8th minute of the first half. 7 minutes were added. Here's a free kick. Oh no! That's a terrible header by Dan Burn. And half time it is Nicholas Jackson gave Chelsea the lead, but Alexander equalized Isak, and I mean an absolute howler header. That I don't know how that doesn't go in, how that doesn't go in, and how that doesn't go in. I mean, like, seriously, that is some absolute crap from Dan Burn. I don't know if we will see the replay of that or not, but so I mean, that is awful from Dan Burn, if you ask me. If you ask me, and yeah, I mean, thankfully Google has started working, and and Google has started working, and we can see the proper scores as they are. Manchester United still drawing nil-nil with West Ham United, and Newcastle 1-1 against Chelsea, and Tottenham trailing to Crystal Palace. I mean, uh, it's been an I mean, Manchester United would be really gutted that they are not ahead in their game uh, against West Ham United. And West Ham have looked short of confidence. They haven't I mean, in terms of chances, um, I don't think I don't think that they've threatened enough. Honestly, I don't think they've threatened enough, and I don't think they've threatened enough in terms of what they could do. And the thing with these games extended is that we will be running into the preparation for the other game, and we will be running into the preparation for the other game, and I mean, it's fine by me. Fine by me. I mean, it's all good from my point of view. It's all good from my point of view, uh, and yeah, United have hit the bar twice. Diego Dallo should really have scored. Should really have scored, I mean, the fact that he hasn't is only down to his. I mean, you could say luck, but there are other factors into it as well. Other factors come into play as well. Other factors come into play as well. Uh, Other factors come into play as well. Uh, I mean, sure, you have to keep that thing on target. Casemiro's header was a thing of beauty. Uh, was a thing of beauty. It came off the post. It came off the post, but I mean, excellent for West Ham. I mean, they have been awful. They've been awful in the in the in the they have been awful they have been awful West Ham. I mean, I mean, I don't think I missed any of their chances or anything like that. But the fact is that I mean, I can't remember Onana making a save. I remember one header from Paqueta that went over the bar. Apart from that, it's been pretty crap. It's been pretty crap from West Ham United. I know. I can imagine that they are a bit short of confidence. Paqueta is on yellow card. He needs to be careful. Mohamed Kudus is missing, so Soler has come in. At least in terms of midfield, there is more there is more there is more solidity, if I can say so. There is more solidity in midfield, but yeah, Manchester United. I mean, if you look at their last two away games, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, they failed to score in those two games, and and against Fenerbahce, the goal that they scored was a good goal, but I mean. It came from outside the box, so nothing that they talk about from inside of the D. So they could they perhaps feel they should have done more. I mean, in terms of scoring, they should be doing they should be, in my opinion, doing a lot more. I mean, wouldn't be a surprise to me, at least, if they fail to get fail to score if they fail to score if they fail to score. So they need to be Manchester United could easily get hurt on the counter attack as well. So, hey Jason, how are you? Hopefully, keeping away from all those questionable stuff. Hopefully, Liverpool versus Arsenal later. What is your prediction? Can you beat uh, uh, a side that has been maybe ravaged by injury, or we could say, I don't know if the team news is out for that game or not, but still 90 odd minutes left, and yeah. So I mean, all three games in a way are well balanced, well poised, ahead of the second half, which should begin which should begin imminently, and which should begin imminently, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes for all the six teams involved. And Jason, if you're watching, let me know what you think about Liverpool later against Arsenal. Another match in London, and yeah, so we'll see how that. Yeah, well, that's true. I guess that's true. I guess, and I mean, yeah, do give video like if possible, and yeah, I mean, Bukayo Saka and Julian Timber could potentially return, but may I mean, you never know whether they do or they don't. Whether they do or they don't. The two teams are coming out. The two teams are coming out in the onto the playing area, the pitch, and yeah, and yeah. Hopefully Newcastle can do one better in this second half, and we can beat Chelsea. I mean, they've drawn against Nottingham Forest. Um, they've lost to City. I think they've drawn another game. They've drawn to Palace, and Palace currently winning. John Philippe Mateta against sorry, from Eberezer as a assist. So so yeah, so yeah. Couple of substitutions. I think Suchek and John. No, what's his name? John Clare Todibo. There, he's also coming on. In fact, triple substitution. Todibo, Suchek, and Crescencio Somerville, the lesser spotted Crescencio Somerville, is also coming on for 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 anyways, we'll get ready for the kickoff. Manchester United to get us underway. Hoyland and Bruno Fernandes. No substitutions for Manchester United as such. And yeah, I mean, clocks have gone back today in Europe, and in Europe. So I mean, matches started slightly later. Matches starting in an hour later, not slightly. So yeah, I mean, Suchek I like, but maybe he's getting on a bit. I mean, still a spring chicken compared to me. So yeah, yeah. Okay, Jason, no problem. Enjoy. Oh, good chance. Van Bissaka in the box. Oh, cleared away, but Van Bissaka has it again. Played. Can Van Bissaka find someone? No, he can't. I mean, good solid start by West Ham. Good solid start by West Ham in this second half. In this second half, and in this second half, and yeah, I'm not sure what is wrong with this. I mean, here's a Van Bissaka jumps over Onana. Although there might have been contact, and Onana wants. It's not Van Bissaka. It's Antonio. I mean, he should ideally be jumping over. He should ideally be jumping over uh, Onana, but doesn't. I mean, I guess I guess contact could have been avoided there between the two, and but it wasn't. It wasn't. But a good fast start by. I mean, better start by West Ham. To be honest, they couldn't. I mean, they couldn't be any worse than they were. Onana getting treatment. I mean, Bender warming up for Bender warming up for Manchester United, and I mean, it was only a clip, but he looks a cat on the cat on a hot tin roof, to be honest, and and yeah, so a cat on hot tin roof, to be honest, and I mean, is he getting checked for concussion? I mean, I am no doctor, but dear, oh dear. I mean, we've got 42 minutes remaining, plus I guess there will be a few minutes added on as well. I mean, at this rate, I mean, Onana has gone down again. Not sure what has happened to him. Could well mean that Altay Bayender or Altay Bayender, however you want to pronounce, could be coming on as well. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. He was he was. I mean, although Antonio should do better. I mean, if I didn't see what was happening, I would have said, although Onana is now up, I'd say this that I thought he was making a meal of it, and the Spurs game is back underway as well. That game is back. I mean, has resumed in the second half, and the Chelsea game has begun as well. I mean, I say Chelsea game. I mean, I'm more towards Newcastle United. I mean, today should have been the day when I wore my Newcastle. Jason, I don't know what are you putting in the chat. I mean, Google is going to ban me at this rate. Please, could you remove this? This it's no, no, that's fine. But here goes Garnacho. Could you please just remove? Oh, Ericsson's effort is blocked. Ericsson's effort is blocked, and the Chelsea game has resumed. Has resumed, and oh, Chelsea lead 2-1. Holy crap, Cole Palmer. Jesus freaking Christ. Not sure what happened there, but absolutely terrible. I mean, you can't even get excited for a few minutes. Cole Palmer, damn it. I mean, that's a foul, referee. What the Good play. Tonali plays it to Isak. Can he hold it up? Can he get there? Throw into Newcastle. And the referee has given it the other way. I mean, throw in goes Newcastle's way with the referee. I mean, I mean, holy crap. I mean, how bad is this refereeing from? Yeah, Cole Palmer has scored. Bayern Munich 2-0 up against Bochum. I mean, they were thrashed by Barcelona as well. Olise and Musiala. Musiala, I was surprised he didn't start in the game against. There's a cross. Garnacho wide, wide from Garnacho. Whew. And Pedro Neto, I think, had an effort. Dan Burn. I mean, first of all, loses the ball and then then plays a pass that is awful. Then plays a pass that is awful, and Van Bissaka, I'd say, has had a good game. I mean, wide from Antonio. It's Madueke. Straight to Pope. Straight to Pope. Once again, I mean, oh, what the? I mean, to be honest, Newcastle are lucky to be just 2-1 down, and just lucky to be 2-1 down. And anyways, there's a chance. Somerville, Van Bissaka, can he get his shot away? No, he can't. Oh, West Ham have started really well in this second half. Has Todibo, has Ericsson. I mean, I'm really engrossing these two games, and yeah, corner to Manchester United. Can they over the scoring? Ericsson taking corners now. I mean, not Bruno. I mean, whenever Ericsson starts, he takes the corners. I mean, might well be another corner. 1-1. Casemiro has scored for Manchester United. 1-1 it is. It's 1-1. And Casemiro scores. Dallo header. Xerxes and Casemiro. So Manchester United back on level terms. Wow. I mean, games going in all different directions. Ten Hag must be happy. I mean, West Ham. I mean, ever since scoring, they've gone on a bit of a back foot, really. And Kunku coming on. Someone is down for Manchester United. I mean, action happening in all the games. I mean, I'm just more focused on Newcastle game. Alexander Isak, not sure what has gotten into him. Stino Livramento for Newcastle. Bruno. Willock. Joe Linton. Last 6-7 minutes. And after this, Arsenal versus it's Arsenal versus Liverpool from the It's a cross. Cross! Oh, corner. Corner to West Ham, I think. Corner given. I mean, looked like a corner to me. Although might have come off Bowen. Away by Casemiro. Good header from the corner. Oh, Van Bissaka wins it back. And he's been good today. Van Bissaka, formerly of Manchester United, spent good 5 years at Old Trafford. Bowen, I mean, no height on the cross. Oh, Bowen just couldn't get control. Onana, yellow card to Robert Sanchez for time wasting. 1-0 to Palace. Still not sure how that game is going, although. And and I mean, is there a VAR check going on for a penalty or what? Oh, possible penalty. Possible penalty. Dennings was brought down by Lisandro Martinez, is it? Oh, there is a VAR check. West Ham could be given about to be given a penalty. I mean, although delict it is. I mean, I wouldn't give it a pen. I wouldn't give a penalty for this. That's not a penalty to me. For me, at least. Delict. He knows. He probably knows what's coming. And I don't think it's a penalty. I don't particularly think that's a penalty, honestly. I wouldn't be giving a penalty for that. I mean, for me, delict is right. It's a, it's a dive, and penalty has been given. Although penalty has been given. How is that a penalty? Comes off Lindelof's shoulder. That's a dive. That is clearly a dive. And Manchester United have been very hard done there by my reckoning. Andre Onana, can he save a penalty? I mean, minutes added. Holy moly, 12 minutes. I don't think my clock can take 12 minutes, although it can. I mean, how is that a penalty? I mean, I'm seriously surprised. 2-1. Jared Bowen scores. Jared Bowen converts the penalty and it's 2-1. I mean, absolutely heartbreaking for Manchester United, if you ask me. If you ask me, 2-1. Holy crap. When all the home teams winning currently. Oh, penalty to Chelsea. Penalty to Chelsea. Longstaff. I mean, Simon Hooper, what a bad referee he is. I mean, that's not a penalty either. What contact is there? I mean, I don't know if I mean that can't be a penalty. Simon Hooper, you. Free kick to Manchester United, although Emerson has been yellow carded. VAR check coming, although that penalty will be declined, I think. Will be rescinded, I think. I mean, time to multitask. Saka and Timber are back, I can tell you that. The team news for Arsenal. Timber is back as well. I mean, I hope I mean, I hope it doesn't pick up another injury. I mean, I'm not sure if he's fit enough, but I'm sure Arsenal have doctors who know what they're doing. Virgil van Dijk is the captain for Liverpool, and yeah, and Ten Hag losing his mind, I guess. Still about 5 or 6 minutes to go. Goal kick has to be goal kick. Yeah, yellow card to someone, and Kunku, I guess. Enzo Maresca losing his mind as well. I mean, Chelsea versus Newcastle is another game that we'll see a repeat on Wednesday night. Willock, don't take it quickly, that quickly. There's no one ready. Dan Burn, can he cross it? He does. Oh man, that's a foul, referee. That's a foul. Looked like a foul to me, anyways. But 99th minute, 100th minute, Manchester United game. These games are getting longer and longer. No wonder we get so many injuries. Still a couple of minutes remaining in all the games. I mean, it's Bruno. Dallo. No, is it Dallo? Head tennis in the West Ham box. Games going all over the shop. Last chance saloon for all the teams. Full time between Palace and Spurs. Still, I guess, 90 seconds remaining in the Manchester United game. Although with passes like that, the game looks pretty done. Throw into Newcastle has to go in long. Has to go in. Ah, taken shot again. I mean, long. Is oh man, what a clearance from James, Reese James. Oh man, oh man. Nick Pope is in the box. Nick Pope. I mean, that Manchester United game should be up. Should be up. I mean, Nick Pope is in the box. Need a decent corner. I guess that's full time. And Chelsea have won. I mean, Alexander Isak, have a look in the mirror. You were dreadful. The Manchester United game is still going on. Full time. No, still. I mean, Manchester United game is still going on. Absolute howler of a day for Newcastle. And my mood is so bad right now. I don't even want to watch that Arsenal game. I mean, three London sides have won. Here's Ahmad's cross. Oh, we are into. I mean, 59th minute. The game is still going on. Ahmad goes back. I mean, the clock after reaching 60th minute is going to start from zero. 104th minute. This is. Plus, we had 3 minutes. 107th minute. That has to be it. That's it. West Ham have won. West Ham have won. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Whoever tuned in, I'll see you in my next uh, next stream. Until then, stay safe. Stay safe. And take care. Bye for now.